So I'm sitting here at work. This is going to be a different lunchtime with Anna. We're kind of on a break. So this is Derek. This is my partner. He won't let me call him other names. This is my partner. And we're sitting here, we're waiting on FM. So we just decided to log in earlier. So while we're waiting on FM, don't be acting all shy now. He likes to talk more than me. I like to talk. So tell us about what you do. His sarcasm. Yeah, I have a really hard job, you guys. Really hard job.
Okay, this is what I do. I'm Derek Thomas. I own Crane Elite Prep School. We teach folks how to operate cranes and get certified. We also have job placement. We take any and everybody. We have even put women in seats. Starting pay for a crane operator here in Florida is usually around 37 on up to $40 an hour. If you have the right attitude and mindset, we can help you out. Our phone number is 813-759-3871, or you can look us up on our Facebook page, which would be Crane Elite Prep School, or our webpage, which is craneeliteprepschool.com. So if you need any information, just give us a call. One of our program directors could help you out and get you set up for the next class.
Yeah, my job is really hard, huh? He's so cool. He's sitting with me in this interview. Okay, so I'll say this. He loves FM too. Everybody loves FM. All my followers absolutely love FM, and I'm trying to figure out why I can't see us right now live on my other device. And I see what it is. No wonder I'm not having. No, we're live on another platform. FM, we're coming to you now. Hang on. Hang on, FM, because it's not letting me go live on Facebook. Okay, so I think we got it fixed. Okay, we got it fixed. Guys, I'm sorry. So we haven't been on there, but I am going to let FM come on so that, and we're going to make Derek like Prince. So we're going to make Derek say what he just said one more time. And I really apologize. I was wondering, I was like, how am I not seeing anything? So, well, it's good because I know my followers love FM anyway, but you're going to love Derek too. And you're going to be seeing a lot of him. And I'm going to be posting his stuff a lot because if you need a job, you can get a job worldwide with Derek, worldwide. So go ahead, promote that. And I'm going to add, while you're promoting it, I'm going to go ahead and add FM to the stream. Go ahead.
My name is Derek Thomas, and I am the program director, CEO, president of Crane Elite Prep School. You can follow us on Facebook, Crane Elite Prep School, or our webpage, craneeliteprepschool.com. Our phone number is 813-759-3871. What we do is teach people how to operate cranes and get certified. We also have job placement. We have sent clients over to Guam, Bahamas, Virgin Islands, all over the United States. It's not just for men. We have put 9 women in the seat already. Starting pay here in Florida is $37.50 on up. So if you're interested, just give us a call. I'll go through Anna. She's one of our program directors that work with us now, helping us with marketing. Really appreciate it.
He doesn't even need me, right? He could sell it for himself. Guys, we've even made like some cool connections, like in places like Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands. So I'm pretty excited about seeing Chris grow. Hello, how are you, sweetheart? How are you?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
FM.
How we doing?
Estamos.
Bien, bien. ¿Usted?
I'm good. You know, Derek, I don't
How
know
you
if you
doing, Derek?
remember Derek. He always
What's
comments
going on, Mom?
on your stuff when you're
Thank you,
you're
Derek. We
on.
appreciate you. Thank you, Derek.
So you know I have to ask. What's up? What's new? Give us a scoop. I want it all. You know, I'm gonna ask for it here first.
Where should we start? I mean, it's the beginning of the new year. I mean, almost 3 months in. You know, today's the first, right? Well, so far we've been successful, very successful with law enforcement. You know, so it's a big plus sign on our half, and then a big win for them too, because they shedding the light through the court systems like we have a problem, you know. And since you've been following me since my first channel, you know, I've always been pushing for that, you know, convictions, charges, you know, and change. So it's happening slowly. So thanks to the community and all the sharing, and you know, we appreciate everybody for doing that.
And so, and I'll tell you guys what I love about FM is his sarcasm. Derek, have you seen him? His last one, you guys, I can do this now because I'm on a different device than I normally am, but I'm gonna play this for you guys real quick. And it's easier for me via Facebook. Because you know, you'd have to see. And hello, everybody that's showing love. Hang on. Creep. I keep forgetting that you changed your name on social media. So can you explain this? Let me know if you can hear it, okay?
Which one is that?
He's running. He's sprinting.
Oh, that's Jeff, right?
You guys excuse the French if you got children here. I forgot.
He gonna wear out.
No, he didn't wear out. He's a lawyer. Welcome to my room.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
So, you know, if you guys want to watch more, you have to follow his page, and we'll give you that page before he gets off. Tell us about Jack.
Who? Jeff?
Jeff.
Jeff. Jeff was very disgusting, Jeff. He was disgusting, honestly. I mean, they all disgusting in my eyes. I mean, they all talk nasty. They all want to have sexual relations with a kid, a baby, basically. But Jeff, he's married, 2 kids. I'm not going to disclose her name or whatever, but that's not her fault, you know.
Absolutely.
What he does is on him, you know, and I don't want her being attacked. She's, you know, their family doesn't deserve it. I reported Jeff like 2 weeks ago because somebody gave us some great intel. They, you know, looked him up. They gave us his, you know, his government name, his last name. He gave us his real first name, you know, but we didn't have the last name, but they gave us that information, and we proceeded. We, you know, reported him. So right now he's being investigated. I can't really talk about it, but he is being investigated.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So I will say this, this is my Boricua buddy. And FM, just so you know, Derek's from Philly. So,
Cool.
you know, he gets that feel. He's from New York. So, as you figured, I'm sure. But you just tell by your accent. You don't even have to act like you're from New York. You just tell. But so this is my thing. I want you to know, as your Boricua sister, right, to my Boricua brother.
Right.
First of all, I appreciate you. We appreciate you, all of us. And one day maybe we'll be able to, you know, express why many of my followers can't. But second of all, it was so important to you not to only make the catch, but when you actually made the catch, to turn around and be able, right, to get a prosecution. How has that been working? I'm gonna ask since about August, September with these catches. He's done, how many have you done? Maybe about 7?
What,
Or
since
so?
when?
September last year. Gate.
Oh, since September? Well,
Yes.
I caught a lot since September, but the ones that we have caught during that duration, we trying to turn them all in. You know, we have all the evidence. Thanks for Blondie, Emmy. You know, they amazing. Those Emmy, for people that don't know, she's my decoy. She's amazing. She's great at what she does. She doesn't she does it the right way, should I say. She doesn't entice these individuals. She doesn't send naked pictures. She doesn't talk sexual. That's what they're looking for, you know. That's why they can convict these individuals accordingly. They can never say, oh, well, she said or he said, blase, 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 you know. So in some cases, these individuals could get off on that. You know, just little things they could get off. So we're trying to just make sure everything is airtight. There's no escape, you know. So thank them. I thank them for that too. So we appreciate them for that. They wonderful behind the scenes.
And go ahead.
No, I was waiting for you to say something.
No, what I was going to ask you was, but if my information is correct, you started getting pretty much being able to prosecute these cases. It was since about August or September last year, right?
It was like my first start. I had 1 arrest, then I stopped for a minute. Then we came back. So the first arrest that we actually had that, you know, helped us out to now is the one in Manhattan. The school bus, not the school bus driver, the MTA driver. That was our first arrest. Then we had turned somebody in, the school bus driver. We had turned him in. At the same time we was doing that, the New York Board of Education and Computer Crimes was investigating the assistant principal at that time too. So it's just one. It's like a domino effect, you know. If I'm right, something like that, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're my co-host today.
Hey,
He's
FM.
asking if he can ask you a question. Of course,
Go
he's my
ahead.
co-host.
Go
You can do
ahead.
whatever you want. We're partners today.
One of the questions I have for you, when you make these catches and you go turn them in, like you go straight to the police or a district attorney, and how do they receive you?
Oh wow! Like it's amazing how they perceive it now. It's amazing since a matter of fact, remember the I don't know if you're familiar with the Imam catch. I met Usaturk.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
That was like whoa, an eye opener for everybody, you know, in the department. So after that, you know, we started reporting. Like, you know, we found out we could report. So we started reporting the ones that we had. And then when the catches, we call the police, you know, so if they come, they come. But if they don't come, we report them. But lately, the last two catches I had, they it was called and they did their job efficiently, you know. But the DAs and the departments, they're just concerned about my safety. But otherwise than that, they really like what I do because I am doing it the right way. I'm trying to follow the guidelines. You know, I mean, there's no guidelines for this first catches, but we doing it as law enforcement was handling it. So
And I think that that's the best part. He actually jumped the gun. He was thinking where I'm thinking, where I was going with my question, and that was the reason of me asking you like all of that because just so the listening audience knows, if you followed FM for a while, I really admire. I don't admire too many people, but I do admire FM because and his team. Let me give a shout out to Emmy and everyone else on his team. And Emmy always stands out because that's the decoy. So shout out to Emmy, sweetheart, you rock,
you could say
as
Blondie,
well as FM because.
Blondie's the other one. Blondie's the other person.
Oh, Blondie too.
She
And I'll
she's in
tell you
here.
because it. Huh?
She's watching. She's in the stream. I see her.
Hi, Blondie. Because it's trying. It's okay. Not only having them arrested, right,
Right,
or not only having them caught, right, but then
right.
actually having a conviction. I think is the struggle here to making
Yeah,
sure that they don't do it again.
right. Well, right now it's
Um,
like there's a three-step process. You know, they get arrested, right?
mhm.
Anybody can get arrested, and but they can always get released. Remember that they don't have to be charged. But in this case, everybody that we turned in so far has been arrested and charged. So right now we just
Okay.
waiting the court dates. So, you know, we really hopefully crossing our fingers with all the evidence, solid evidence we have
Mhm.
that we could get a conviction. So yeah, that's our next step. If we do get convictions, hopefully they put these creeps on the registry, you know. These dudes gotta be watched. They gotta be monitored.
Absolutely. Out of all the catches you've done, I know you've done well over 100. And I only know this because I followed you for a while, as well as, you know, a personal friend and somebody who always likes to have you back on her platform over and over again. Y'all, I don't care who's coming on. It can be the hottest star. And if FM calls me, he's like, I need to get on tomorrow. FM is getting on tomorrow. I'm clearing slate. That's my buddy. Sorry, you guys. It's not personal. I love you guys very much. But, you know, that's just somebody who I've grown to really admire more than anything, right? Because it's not always about what you do right in the public. It's also what you do just for all of us, for all of our safety, because a lot of these predators, you might not know it, but they're so sick and twisted that they are probably turning around and just doing other stuff to adult women as well, whether you believe that or not. You know, it could be a possibility, in my opinion. You know, I'm not speaking for FM or anybody else on his camp. I'm speaking for me. You know, I don't trust them because you can't be trusted. Now, FM, my question to you is, okay, so you have the Iman, which was another one.
Mhm.
What is the status on that case? Guys, this one really disturbed FM. It disturbed him so much, we had to talk about this one. I think, in my opinion, and you can correct me, did you take that one more personal?
Yeah, because he knew what the hell he was doing. He didn't want to send a picture of himself. He was sneaky. I mean, then you could tell his arrogance. The way he was talking to Emmy was disgusting. Father-daughter relationship,
Okay.
disgusting. You know, one of those. Yeah, I just knew I just had to get him. There was no way. Like, I just wanted to get him so bad because the way he was being sneaky, like, what the hell? So when Emmy was like, yo, that's him, get him, because she was on the phone with him when we was trying to catch him. You know, she was on the phone with him the whole time. She was like, that's him, get him. You know, and I was like, got him. And, you know, as we was walking, his arrogance, I was, you know, I don't know, there was something about him. He's just disgusting. Just disgusting. And
It's
I
almost
can't say his
I think
catalog
the word you're
or
looking
nothing,
for is
but
entitlement.
huh?
I think the word you're looking for is almost a sense of entitlement. That's kind of the vibe I gathered from him, like an entitlement.
Yeah, I mean, as you
I'm
see,
better
like
than
we
you,
didn't
that
know,
type of thing.
as you see, we didn't know nothing about this individual beforehand. Like we didn't know nothing. We was going in there blind, you know. Like he knew how Emmy looked, but we didn't know nothing. He sent us 2 fake pictures of somebody else, so we went in there totally blind, not knowing who he was before. Like it's after the fact, we was like, "Holy snap! He's a what? A religious leader? Holy crap!" Like it struck his community so hard, you know. It was just mind blowing to me. We was like, "Whoa, wow." No wonder he tried to think he was a rock star or something. We didn't know you. We didn't know nothing about you, dude. Like he was moving around like I gotta be like he's an agent. But he's not the only one that is like that. You know, there's plenty of Ahmeds that won't send a real picture of themselves, you know. And he's talking to somebody right now that won't even send a real picture of himself. It just goes to show you these individuals that act like that have done this before. They've done this before. So it was more like, he knows the way he's talk, we know he's dangerous. It's like it was now or never, you know? It's now or never. And then we handle that, Emmy handled that, hands down, one of the best ways. Like, wow. It was mind blowing.
Yeah, no, that was a good catch. That really was. But I will reiterate, he almost had a sense of entitlement. And when people are like that, it's really hard to get cooperation from them because they feel like they're better than you. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
you could see when he was walking. He was walking, he
Yeah,
didn't even know where he was going. He didn't even know the next
yeah.
avenue or anything. Like, and it's funny, like all the individuals I caught in around that area, they no lie, like if you go to watch these videos, they all park in the same area, in the same block or in the same spot. I was dying. I'm like, wow. It's like the Chomo parking for them. Like they meant to be caught right in front of the school. 'Cause that's where they
And
usually
and
park
and
at.
that gives them another charge too, right? Because if
No,
you're in the
no,
school,
no, 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 no,
it
no,
doesn't.
no.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know, I
And
wish there
hello to
was.
everybody. A special, there is out south in Florida. I know that there is that, certain things that you're doing in your school district is a bigger charge or whatever, supposed to be, right?
Yes, they should be
Um,
because they charge individuals that sell drugs next to a school.
yeah,
You know, they do charge them. I mean, if you're gonna do a crime next to the school, don't charge them for one like for somebody selling drugs. We doing a crime in front of a school. Everybody should get charged accordingly. You know, that should be the
absolutely.
extra charge. It should be. You know, but again, I didn't catch them in front of the school actually. You know, we just
Uh,
walked by the school. They parked in front of the school. But yeah, again, that's a good question. I'll maybe have him meet me in front of a school one day. Pick me up after school. That's a good one.
yeah, yeah. Find out what the law is. You guys, I help FM any
Right,
way
right.
possible. Find out what the law is in that
I
area when it
know,
comes to the school, because I know the school makes things a million times worse. Um,
right?
you know, um, I have to ask, and I'm really bad with names, FM, but I'll ask you. The guy that thought he was meeting a 14-year-old boy, which the 14-year-old boy was FM. He apparently made a beautiful 14-year-old boy, which is really disgusting, but I have to say it how it is. FM goes upstairs, which I thought was super bold. And there's two guys. What's the update on that case?
Oh, I don't even know
The
about
two
that.
guys upstairs.
There's no update on that actually.
None on that one. And that one
No,
should, because that just goes to show that's like a tag team that they do, right?
right.
And this is something they've been doing for a while, obviously. And I couldn't have been there because I probably would have been like you, and we probably would have been like tag teaming, beating up two guys, grown men. So, and he didn't. FM did not raise a hand at him. I think he did try to swing at FM, if I remember the
No,
case correctly.
actually, when in that video, when I was just leaving his apartment,
It was edited,
he said,
Anna.
he said, he said, the magic words, get out my house. So I know if I stay there, I could go to jail,
Yeah.
So, because once you say, somebody say, yo, get out my house, if they don't want to listen, you get hit with trespassing, you go to jail for that. So as I'm leaving, like, backpedaling little by little, and I'm trying to, just be sarcastic. He touched me, so I just, right before he slammed the door, I just gave him one. Don't touch me. Don't put your hand on me. I'm walking out your house. And I told the cops,
I
so
didn't want to
the
see
rival
it,
cops, because the cops did come, right? And I told the cops, like, look, if he says I hit him, it's because he touched me. I was leaving the premises. He had no reason to touch me. He was like, right on. You right. I said, there you go. But that just in case he brings that up, that's what happened. You know?
Now, now I do want to remind the listening audience one thing I love. One thing that I do love about FM is that he tries to be respectful and speak with them. Once he's telling you POS, I'm giving you guys a clean version. POS, you're a monster. What are you doing meeting? I don't go that way. It's going to be worse for you. Before he does all of that, you tell him a few times, sit down and we can talk about this. You've heard. Sit down, we can talk about this. For you, FM, what is that trigger point where you're like, okay, that's it. Now I'm going to start yelling and everybody's going to hear my loud Puerto Rican mouth, right? From New York. What is that point where you're like, forget this? Is it the boiling anger from them trying to get a little boy or a little girl?
No,
Or
it's
is it
more
just
of
the
like,
adrenaline of them trying to dip on you?
yeah, it's more of like, dude, I'm not law enforcement. I just want to have a conversation, man to man or man to woman, whatever the case may be. You came out here, did something dirty. It could be worse. You could have had the whole neighborhood over here waiting for you, and you would never leave.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I could go to any neighborhood. I'm like, look, guys, I'm waiting for this individual. Blase, blase. What you think a neighborhood would do? But we're not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not my thing. There's groups that do what I do, and they turn the camera off. There's no camera. They go out there with no cameras and they do whatever they wanted to. But we're not doing that.
Mhm.
But my thing, I use that to embarrass them. Like, dude, it's like I put my kid gloves on now. It's like when you got kids, if you have kids, you can relate to what I do. I yell their name over and over and over because they want to walk away. So, when your kid wants to walk away on you, be like, Nathan or Emily, get some Emily. I'm telling you, you put the kid gloves on because you got because it's I don't know how I just came about how I do it, but I treat them how I meet them.
One thing I love, hang on 1 second. I'm trying to get stuff here with my cord. Okay, that was me. I got twisted all up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. So, one thing, sorry, computer was about to die on us, so broadcast would have cut off. So one thing about it is, and Derek, you have to follow him on YouTube because these live catches only go on YouTube, right? So it'll say live catch. And I love it when I'm by my phone and I'm actually focused not to be like, oh, live catch. And I'm actually able to catch it because, I mean, I don't think FM does it on purpose, but he's a natural comedian. Like, you should be in the industry doing comedy because you're natural. And he doesn't even try to be. But, and the people who are going down the list, they're like, they always have something to say, like, whoa, are you doing this? Are you doing that? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? So now my question to you, not another guy that you hit cuff. I don't remember very well if he was trying to meet a little boy. I think it was a little boy. He was in the hotel or something like that. Do you remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
Is there an update on him?
Oh, yeah, I got one yesterday. He still wants it.
He still wanted. So there is actually pending charges.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I have what?
Sorry, I missed part of your answer. The other. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I missed your full answer. I had to take a phone call. But one of the questions I wanted to know was like when you do take this stuff to the police or whatever, do they like download it or anything? Do they make you do an affidavit that you did this? Or is it even against the law that you were taping someone or without their consent?
Oh, okay. To answer the last question about the filming, and we could film anything in public.
Okay.
And actually, we recording a crime as well. So actually, just doing document. I'll try to get a confession because I can have the chat logs, and I can have them right there. But a confession will be awesome. Like, hey, guy, like, look, you're not in trouble. I can't get in trouble with me. Just let me, just answer a couple of questions. Why are you here trying to hook up with a boy or a little girl, baby? And some do sit there and try to BS you, and some do, like, they just have that guilt aside that they just got to let it out. It's amazing when these dudes, the ones that just want to let it out, it's amazing what you will get, the information,
Right. So the ones that you corner, the one that when you corner them and you have them answer your questions and they tell you, yeah, I'll stop doing or whatever, do you keep on pursuing, take it to the police, or you take face value that they're going to stop?
Oh, they will never stop. That's number one. There's no cure for this. I will call the police on site, or Emmy or Blondie or viewers. There's a lot of viewers from New York, or there's viewers from out of state picking up that phone, calling New York police like, yo, well, this is happening. It's happened plenty of times. Like, yo, than getting flooding phone calls from, from viewers to a precinct, and it has happened, but I'm not the only one that calls. I call on site. And if they come right away, they will get locked up. If not, I will just take, I learned the procedure, how to go about taking the report, and so far so good. Right now we have what, 11 guys being looked at. Some already have court dates, and the rest is being sorted out. I can't really speak on them, but we reported them, and we just crossing our fingers, at this point. And the
Appreciate
DAs
that.
and the DAs, they new to this, but they appreciate what we do. They appreciate what we do. They very concerned. You hear it. It's all about safety. It's all about safety. This is New York. There's no carry conceal over here for me. And again, these dudes, these individuals, when you encounter them, it's like encountering murderers, because that's what they actually are. So we have to be
Right.
on our P's and Q's, and that's what they fear the most, is the safety. Because even though we're doing God's work, like they say, some of you doing great work, it's all about safety. Safety, safety, safety. They want me to make it back home, as much as I want them to make it back
Right.
home, because they're doing is taking garbage off the street, right?
Right. Do the police try to discourage you? Do police try to discourage you from doing this because of the dangers that could arise?
No, because if you know the law, they can't discourage you. They can't. All they can do is just warn you about your safety, and it's absolutely right. I mean, if you're a cop and you love what I do, or you against what I do, you're gonna be like, look, man, I don't like what you do. I like what you do, but you got to be careful out here. And it's true. Not everybody could do this. Not
Gotcha.
everybody's built to do what we do. Just selected few of us that, are great at what we do,
Now, one thing I gotta say is, sometimes I look at other guys that do this, and it's not to take from them, right? But I'm like, there's nobody like FM. The sarcasm, the I caught you, because you just get some that really like embarrass them. But I think it's more like they have to trigger him for him to be like, okay, now I'm gonna embarrass you. Like, now you asked for it.
Yeah, right.
you know that attitude, huh?
Now I was gonna say, I take what I do very serious. I don't entertain the BS. I don't.
Yeah.
It's like when you get these dudes and their minds are scrambling. It's like catching your kid or a kid doing something wrong, and their mind just goes into overdrive, trying to escape it and hit you with the lies, with the but meanwhile, the only difference is we have all the proof in the pudding, down to a phone call. Because why are you here? Why are you here?
Mm-hmm.
Don't hit me with the BS, man. We both know you here for a reason. Just answer some questions, man. I'm being nice. And some do, some don't. Some want to give a tour of New York, and some just stay still,
So this is my question to you.
Okay.
And there's no right or wrong answer. But I like to ask those hard questions. And Derek, you're doing really, really, really good at asking questions. I should have him co-host with me from now on, forced. FM, when you do these catches, you have 14-year-old girls, 14-year-old boys. And I'm just going to say that because that's the number that has been used the most, right?
Right.
These ages can vary. We're not going to give that information. That's what he does. So I'm not, even if I knew, I wouldn't give that information out. But, okay, which for you is worse? I know they're both really bad, but which for you does it get more underneath your skin than the other? And I'm not taking from the other. I'm just saying for you.
For me personally?
For you.
Oh, man, I think personally, like the daddy types, those are the ones that really get under my skin because they do it for boys and little girls. Um, yeah, I think those are the ones that really get to me the most. You know, the
Me
daddies. I'm like,
personally,
oh God, oh, so if you had a kid, this is what you be doing, right? You know what, buddy? I got four of them myself. You know, it's just sad. So those are the ones that really get under my skin, like to the most, you know.
yeah. Me personally, I would say if she had asked me that question, I would say it'd be the guys that go after the little boys. I'm not talking about the 15, 16-year old stuff like that, because sometimes I've seen some of those 15, 16-year olds in instigating or engaging in it. But an
Right, right.
actual young person like 11, and the only reason why I'm bringing this up because when I first seen you, um, it triggered something in me that I've been holding for such a long time. I am a victim of one of these predators at 11 years
Mm,
old. And it also triggers my PTSD, but that's military, so that's another story. But when I first seen you do one, the very first one I saw was it was one with little boys. And
right.
my blood, I just started shaking out of nowhere. Just started shaking. I'm 55 years old, and it still affects me like it just happened 10 seconds ago. So I
I
appreciate
understand
what
that.
you're doing, bringing this stuff to light.
I really understand that because I was almost a survivor, a victim. You know, Amanda knows we spoke about this story. Like, my great grandmother, rest in peace, one of her friends that helped me to the lobby of my building. He tried to, touch my genitals, and I just slapped his hand. I'm glad that I grew up the way I did and was smart enough to be like, know what you're doing. And but it changed me after that. Like I was walk down the block, looking at him like mad angry. I was like, if I tell my parents or somebody, this man will be hanging from the street light in that corner, you know? So it was like, damned if I do, damned if I don't. But again, it took years to be a grown man like you did to say something, you know? But again, it does bother me when, have grown men going for little boys. It does bother me. But I'm saying like the type, like what she just tried to say, what gets under my skin, like which type is the one that plays that daddy role because they do it to boys or little girls. Like like you said, to 11-year-old, 10-year-old, yeah, those are the ones that play
Right.
that daddy grooming and don't worry, I was your dad. I'll do this for you. I'll do that for you. Am I lying? If I'm lying, I'm dying.
Oh
You know,
no, you tell.
it's the truth.
Hey, that's how
It's
I
the
was
truth.
groomed. I was groomed that
You
way,
was doing, yeah.
and it's
You
it's
know
it's
that's
sick, man. It's
it's
totally
sick.
sick.
I'm
And then
sorry
when
you
you're
really had it.
young, you don't even know what's going on.
Exactly.
You're just clueless. You're thinking this is normal. But I tell you one thing, the good thing about it that happened was at 11 years old, uh, my mother and them didn't believe me when I told them.
Wow.
And that devastated me. And I had to grow up. I believe I became a man at 11 years old because if you can't trust your own mother to help you or your own father to help you, who do you got?
That's
Nobody.
sad.
So,
And
so I had to hold this in for all these years. And it's just funny we're talking about this. My mother and I just sat down this past weekend and we talked about it for a whole hour and a half. And she apologized, she cried, and I had animosity towards my mother for years. I haven't hugged my mother in over 20 something years,
wow.
period, because I had that hatred for you allowing this to happen to me.
Right. It's like I get what you're saying. You're supposed to protect us, you know? We innocent, we babies, we don't know any better. Then I'm over here trying to tell you, like, look, this happened to me. You're not believing me? Out of everything now, you believe me when this happened. But right now, I'm telling you something. It's sad because you're not the only one that have went through that. And it's mind boggling
Right.
because um people that follow this community, I say 90, 95% are survivors, you know? or like me, almost became a victim and have that hatred and not tell nobody. And it hurts because you still like, even
Oh
though
yeah.
it just bothers, you look at people differently, you know. I was a happy kid walking down the neighborhood just smiling. And when that happened, my guards were up. Don't touch me. Like, I didn't like nobody touch me after that. Don't, like, you know, my friends were like, yo, don't touch me, man. Like, I felt awkward. You know,
Right, right.
it stays with you. It stays with you. It changes you without you even knowing it.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm sorry you had to endure that. Like, you and everybody else that had to go through that pain and suffering. I'm sorry. You know, I'm
No, I
glad you and your
appreciate
mom,
it, man.
hatched it out and things are better. And my question to you, if you don't mind me asking you, is: have you ever confronted that individual? Have
Um,
you thought about it?
no, no, it would have been hard to, because my father was in the military, so we didn't really stay too much. You know, I'm from Philly. It happened in Philly, but we were all over the world.
Right,
Um, I wanted to confront him back in 2010. I spoke with my aunt at the time because she was one of the first ones I told,
right.
and she was like, "You need to stop lying. You need to stop lying." And I'm like, "What evidence have I ever lied to anybody on anything?" And I was just totally shut down. And when we talked about it, she told me the guy's name was June. I don't mind saying his name, but he was killed. He was,
Hmm.
believe it or not, hit by a train. I don't know how you get hit by a train, but he got hit by a train.
Wow.
So I never got to say anything to him.
Yeah,
But part of the other story was it 2 weeks later after it happened. Uh, we were living in New York at the time. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Governor's Island.
right.
Governor's Island. We were staying there, and we were going back to the same house. And I told my mom I don't want to go to Auntie's house. I want to go to Grandmom's house. Well, Grandmom's not here. You're going there just so they can go party. So I told her if he's there, I'm scared. I don't want to go there. And he ain't there. Well, while we were there at the house, I was with all my other little cousins. I'm the oldest. There's only two boys in the family of all cousins, and I'm the oldest. At that time, I was 11, and my other cousin was only 4. And the guy's sister was there at the house, and she was watching us, and she told us, "Do not go outside. Don't go downstairs. Don't go in the kitchen. Don't do nothing but sit here and watch TV so she can go to the store and get some cigarettes." Well, soon as she left, guess who comes in the house? That guy. And the first thing he did, he came to me, grabbed me by my shirt, and he took a cigarette. He put it by my face, and
Wow.
he put a cigarette to my face and took me upstairs. And he started to pull his pants down, all that kind of stuff. And then, just when he was about to do it again, his sister walked in the door and saved me. And I still remember her saying, "June, get off of that boy." And to this day, that sister has never talked about it. Nobody talked about this until a couple of days ago.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a lot I was holding in all these years, man. So I really, man, I love you, man. I appreciate what you're doing,
Yo, man, you know what?
exposing these blankety blanks.
Thank you, man, for sharing your story. And this is what we're here for, you know? You know what? Like I always tell people, if you follow me, God don't like ugly, man. And he sorted that one out. You know, I,
Yeah,
he sorted that out for you, man. I mean, I wish you had that chance to be like, you know what? That's a bad way to die, man. Heinous way to die. But you know what?
yeah,
He had it coming. I'm sorry, but
oh
he
yeah,
had it, or worse.
oh yeah,
But it's over now. It's not, mentally, it's not over. But he's not out there harming kids. Because
right,
God knows how many other kids he touched besides you. How many
right,
years he been doing this shit under the radar, under the radar.
exactly,
So you know what?
exactly.
God don't like ugly, man. You know. Praise to
Yeah.
you and your family, man. Thank you for sharing that story. There's a couple of people in here that follow me in my community, and they in the stream and they saying a lot of stuff. So they appreciate you
Yeah.
for telling your story.
Appreciate it.
You know,
Um,
these stories
and
do
I
save
want to say
lives.
this
You'd
to
be
both.
surprised. Your story saves a lot of lives. There's a lot of kids probably
Yes.
gonna watch this later on and have build up that courage and be like, look, auntie, mama, grandmama, dad, this is going on. I can't hold it in. And this is where we come in. We gotta encourage the youth, even the old. Like
Mhm.
there's no statute of limitation in other states. You can still get these men locked up or a woman locked up. We encourage y'all to come forward. Look into the laws. Don't be scared. You're not alone. That's the thing. You always feel alone, but you're never alone. You're never alone. There's a lot of programs out there and resources that you can be anonymous and just go in there and speak it out, and you never know. It's life changing.
FM and Derek, I knew both of your stories for a while. I never once that's something I would take with me to the grave unless you guys did what you guys just did now. And very little times on Lunchtime with Anna have I gotten emotional as I did today, as I am now. You're a champion, and you'll always be a champion in my eyes, because I couldn't even imagine any of that. I commend you for always being able to fight and overcome everything, because you are a champion. Look, you guys, today he owns a crane school that you're able he can certify you worldwide. God has blessed them. FM, thank goodness for, his street wits, maybe the way his family was, that he was able to overcome. But this is what I try to tell people. Men are just as much abused as little girls. Guys, care for one another. Be your brother's keeper. Instead of doing all this cruelty that I see in the world all the time, when you see something like that, FM will give you guys things that I never really noticed. And now I notice, and now I'll give a look and I'll be like, why are you doing that? Look at a little 13 or 14-year-old girl walking in Target. Every single guy that looks at her has that tendency in them. And I learned that from FM because I never really paid attention, because I don't have those predator ways. Why would I look at a little kid, boy or girl, period? But when FM taught me that, now I look. And now I'm wanting to know what you're doing looking at a little baby, because they're babies. 12, 13, 14, that's when they start developing.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I'm gonna cut you off right there because you just mentioned Target. Like right now, Emmy's talking to somebody that's, I can't mention the location, but he's in the store and he says he wish he could go up to these young kids and, say hi. You understand? Like this dude, his day's gonna come. Don't trust him. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. But like you said, well, I'm not telling you to look at a kid. Just go to the store. You see a teenage little girl, right? Just look at her. Look at the next man next to you. See if he looks at her. See how he or she is staring at her. Keep your eyes open. It's funny because I was in McDonald's like in the wintertime, and I heard a dude tell this young girl, yeah, man, you got to go with the older guys. I'm like, yo, I'm about to go live right now. I was about to go live on YouTube and put him on the blaster, but I had to calm down. I turned around. I said, dude, disgusting. He goes, because he says, right, homie? I was like, what you mean, right? You don't know me, bro. I said, no, that's disgusting. She don't need to know being with an older man is better. I said, apparently you don't know what I do. I catch individuals like you, bro. What you mean? I said, I catch pedophiles, man. You don't know me. Yo, he walked out, never seen him again. Never seen him again in that school. And I told that little girl, she was a teenager. She looked at me and smiled, basically saying, thank you. Piece of shit. You know, that just like I said, just keep your eyes open. You see a teenager, you know, I'm not saying to look out a little pervy way. You want to see how nasty other individuals are? Look at it, young girl, then look at the next man next to you and see if they're staring at her. Or stare at the man and look where his eyes are at. I catch so many people in amusement parks because my senses are heightened ever since I do this. I'm with my daughter. I have a young one. I'm not going to tell you her age, but I got a young one. I'm out there. I'm looking at men, see, I'm not even paying attention sometimes. I'm looking at people, and it sucks that I'm on alert like that because my little one can have fun like a little kid should be having fun. I got to worry about sick men or women looking at my kid in the park or wherever the hell we at. Ever since I've been doing this, woo, it's heightened. I can't really enjoy time with them in a public setting, basically. It sucks.
And I think that's a big issue because a lot of times we don't notice things like that because our mind isn't there, right? Until either you're doing what you do or you've informed us, watch the guy that's doing that. And now I do that. I sure do. I follow your eyes. I'm just curious because, as many of you guys know, Desiree's an adult now, but my daughter, she looks 13 or 14.
Right.
So the guys that are looking at her, I'm thinking to myself, really? Because she does look young, doesn't she? I mean, he's met her in person. She really does look young. And to her, it's just hilarious because she's like, Mom, that just goes to show where their sick, twisted mind is at. She wants to work with FM. That's her dream.
Yeah, she does.
So I think one of these days, y'all can get together and he can give you his skills and maybe you guys can do these catches. But
we're gonna come to Florida one day, so I'm letting you know we're gonna come to Florida. Me, and hopefully Bonnie will be on us. But yeah, we looking forward. And your daughter, I think, as you know, we had a Zoom, like we had a FaceTime, and she's amazing. She's young, very smart, and she loves what I do. And I tell her to tell her friends, be aware of your surroundings, and because it's scary. Just because you're of age now doesn't mean bad things can happen to you. There's creeps that's gonna play, rapists out there. They just dirty. Both of them, pedos and rapists, for same category. They murdering souls, man, woman, and child. It doesn't matter, man, woman, and child. You got to keep saying that. A rapist or pedophile will go after man, woman, or child. There is no gender, there's no race, there's no religion. They will come and get you. They're coming to get you. They got no restrictions, none whatsoever. So I call rapists and pedos murderers. They are murderers. They murder souls, innocent souls, baby souls, grown man or grown woman souls. They murderers. Life, those victims or survivors' lives will never be the same.
FM, do you recall? And I don't know if you were there on that interview with me when I did an interview about somebody who was formerly in the Army and was raped by another soldier. This was a man. I actually did this interview on lunchtime with Anna. Were you on air with me that day?
I don't think so. I don't remember. And my brain, I don't recall.
Okay. I wish that if you weren't, that you would have been, because I think this is something that's very, helpful and instrumental for mental health. for
Yeah.
men especially, because it's a hush-hush taboo.
Yes,
One
with the
thing
men
that
it
I
is.
notice is, yes, when things like this happen in the family especially, nobody wants to talk about it. Well,
Yeah.
guess what? I'm that one family member that I will talk about it and I will put you out there and I'll say, but you still did it.
That's right.
And nothing's going to change what you did because it still doesn't change the fact that, as FM would say, you're a monster.
It sucks. It's true because, I mean, you could grow up with your best friend and they got that secret. It sucks, because you got that love for them. You don't want nothing bad to happen to them. You're like, dude, you're sick. I love you, but you're sick. You need some help. But there's no help for this. None. And
Yep.
it's sad. It's not like drugs. There's rehabilitation for this, for drugs, but not for this. And it's sad. Family at the end of the day is family. Friends are friends. They know the news is up to them. If you want to keep your friend or family in a straight line and be their parolee and watch everything they do, go ahead by all means. Because these individuals got to be watched 24/7. 24/7. I'm sorry. They get a little wiggle and it's game time. It's not going to happen 1 week, 2 weeks, a month. It'll take years and they'll do it again. They'll be like, look, everybody, I'm good. They can have a married life with a wife and kids. Yeah, I'm going to change. I'm change. No, you're not. Because you give them that one opportunity, they're going to strike again. And it's happened. We have proven it over and over and over again. And if you watch not only me, but there's other channels that expose people that have been going twice, people that did time, people that did therapy, fake therapy, I would call it. And they still continue to prey on, again, man, woman, and child, babies, all three, It's the truth. I'm sorry. There's no cure for none of those. A rapist is going to be a rapist and a pedo is going to be a pedo. At the end of the day, we call them monsters, deviants.
So you genuinely, and I know you've answered this for me before, but just for the listening audience and for who's going to watch this later, because this show does get shared a lot when people get off work, and I air at this time intentionally for a reason, because I want them to take the time as whenever they have time to go back and watch them. So in your opinion, you believe that's the one thing that no one can ever get rehabilitated?
No, honestly, that's just my opinion. I'm not saying it's a fact, but me doing what I'm doing and watching, people that I know that do what I do, even in public records, you can look up people and you will see the repeated offenders. It's crazy. The registry, you put up the registry in any state you will see the red dots, the repeated offenders. There's no cure. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. I can't say it's a fact because they're airing me out, blah, blah, blah. But, my opinion, no, there's no damn cure for this. None. Only in the perfect world.
I had a question for you. Some of your catches, whatever, has there been any convicted and sentenced from your catch?
Right now, no. I think somebody took a plea. I got to check that out. That's the bus driver. But right now, everybody's still going to court. And the big one that we caught in Atlantic City, Clifford Horn, he's still being grand jury investigation. He's still being investigated by the grand jury. So we still waiting. It's a process because it's still new to the system. And they taking all the evidence. They charged them accordingly. Now it's all about getting the conviction. So most of these individuals got to go back to court for the third time. And I think the third time is that they're going to take the plea or they're going to go to trial. So I think that's what we're waiting for right now on a few of them. And there's a couple that got to go back to court for the second time. So we just waiting. And tomorrow is our next court date, the imam. And we're going to see how that plays out. So, again, a lot of people that are following me and that want updates, Y'all could go and follow me on my Instagram, Facebook, or my YouTube page. I keep consistent updates going for everybody. So you
I
can check
got you.
that out. I'll post the charges up as well and a link to the video
Okay.
so you can know who we talking about. Like, just in case you missed that catch, you're like, oh, snap. I wasn't aware he got arrested. Okay. That's what we trying to do. That community page, my Facebook page, and Instagram is all about updates. You know?
Cool. Cool.
Yeah, for sure.
You ever thought about going to law enforcement?
When I was younger, yes. But I took the other path.
Okay.
But I paid my dues. I had a family, married at one point, divorced, I did my time, I did my time. 5 years probation when I was a kid. After that, I became a family man,
All right.
Hey, we're not perfect, but I did it. I did my time. I paid my time to society. It is what it is. It's how we go forward in life. Don't look at my past. Don't judge me on my past, because my past made me who I am today. I did regret a lot of things in life, but I don't regret it. Like, I'm glad that things happen for a reason. I'm here.
Wow.
And that's okay,
Yeah, you gotta put it out there. I mean, a lot of people don't know. And when I first started doing this, I put it out there. Yeah, I was in the street at one point. I did my time. I got caught up. I changed my life around. It's all good. Anybody can change their life around. Rehabilitate yourself.
Well, see, and that I think that's what it's about. We all have a past. And
Yeah.
it's better for you to just say, look, this is, Derek, that's why so many people watch my Bible stuff, right? Because I do say, hey, man, I'm not this Anna that you see now. 20 years ago, I wasn't that Anna. You guys are getting a good version of Anna. I mean, I had no patience. That's why I laughed at them, because I'm like, I wish I was still like that and I could just snap for no reason because I want to snap. But I can't because I have a public image, and all of that good stuff that comes with it. And,
It's not about.
I've changed my life. I've gotten more calm. But I was violent, you guys, whether you guys believe that or not. I was very violent at one point in my life. Yes, goody two shoes was. Okay, so we all have a past. No need to judge. It is what it is. I think people, once they get to know me, they're like, you know what, I can kind of see that when she gets upset, their hands start going. But, it is what it is. That's who I was. I'm not that person anymore. I'm not just gonna fight you because you pissed me off.
Nah, it takes. It's called we call that growth and maturity. That's all that was. Seriously, because you be like, you know what? I don't want to fight no more. My fighting days are over. Like, you got to give me a reason to fight. Like, okay, you said that about me. Nice, cool. You pay my bills? No, right. Who cares what you say?
You guys want to laugh real quick?
It's invalid.
You guys want to laugh real quick? And I know this is off the subject of, predator catcher, but okay. So, when the kids turned 18, they think they run you, right? And Desiree, I hope you're not on here. So my Desiree thought she had gangster talk on her. I just looked at her and said, who do you think you're talking to? I think she saw my face. She saw the way my slang changed real quick. She said, Mama, you used to be street. I said, I never said I was street. I said, who do you think you're talking to? Because I will rearrange that face real quick. She never said ever since then. She won't do it no more because she knows. But I say that to say this. Hey, guys, because we've changed our life, don't think we don't have it in us somewhere in there. Because you can talk to people and be like, oh, I could tell, that's why they understand everything. That's why they're laid back. That's why they're like, I don't judge. Because we all have a past. And as a Christian, I'm going to tell you guys are judging. You guys need to get out the church.
Yep.
Because he's going to judge you the same way.
You know what?
My Heavenly Father.
Nobody can judge you but the man upstairs or anybody you believe in.
That's right.
And not even them. They created us, right? Just saying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's
just
right.
saying.
This FM means something else. So my next question to you is FM, I know you have some catches. I know you have some stuff coming up.
Right.
When will Lunchtime with Anna see you again?
I don't know. Like right now, I'm busy. Me and me are busy. Blondie's busy. You know, I work, and right now, actually, I got to take off of work because I got to go to the precinct and do some reporting again. So hopefully things go right. We like again. I don't get paid for doing this stuff, man, at all. I'm doing this because I love doing it. Emmy loves doing it. Blondie loves doing it. We don't ask nobody for anything. I'm fortunate to have Blondie and Emmy, you know, put their time and their work into this, and because they're amazing. Without them, I want to be as successful when the courts and the precincts. They did that. They helped me out. They helped me out a lot. They steered me right.
And I want to say something to Blondie. Blondie, shout out to you, Blondie. I've been seeing all your posts that you've been, and you gave us a lot of information throughout this broadcast. Very helpful and very informative, right?
Very.
Information for us to know, and not only us, the listening audience, because, you know, forget me, not really forget Derek, because he's actually a victim. So he needs this. He needs this mental healing, right? And I did not know, guys, this show was not planned like this at all. We did not know this was going to happen. I had a talk with FM yesterday, and I was like, you know, yeah, let's go tomorrow. I rearranged today's show just to have FM here. And we did not know, like, I didn't expect to be at work so late in the afternoon. So I was like, hey, Derek, I'm going live. He's like, can I go live with you? I said, yeah, let's go. So it was nothing planned at all. But God works in mysterious ways, right? And healing has to work in mysterious ways, because I believe, and I tell you this as a victim myself, I am a victim or a survivor of domestic violence, and that's why I'm very pro-woman. I went through a life of nightmares, 10 years of nightmares. But from one PTSD survivor to another, the PTSD had to have started somewhere in your childhood, to have it followed you through different situations in life, in your anxiety, so forth, so on, whatever else you suffer with. I just know the PTSD because you mentioned it here. But with that being said, continue seeking healing. I'm sure the more you talk about it, the easier it will get. And I know it still hurts because I felt it when you were talking. I got goosebumps. And I just, this is what I do Lunchtime with Anna for. All the other stuff, like, it's cool. It's cool if you want to be famous and, you know, you're just promoting whatever, that's cool. But this is really why Lunchtime with Anna was made. Topics like FM, topics like Derek. And the funny thing is, I asked Derek, I think a year ago, to come in and talk about mental health, just PTSD. And that didn't work out, but, you know, I didn't pressure him. I understood that it wasn't time yet. Today was the time. This has been a wow show for me. FM, I have to ask, as I always do. Well, no, you. Actually, do you have any other questions, Chris?
Not really. Actually,
What's going on?
Hey, you have you a team. You got you two already. You got Desiree and Derek. Nathaniel might want to join you too. My baby Nathaniel.
But I don't think I'll be as nice as you, though.
He's a
No,
man.
do it. You know what? There's a lot of survivors that would love to confront these individuals and ask them questions that you've been having for your, you know, abuser. You know, and it takes a lot of restraint. But, you know, you say right now, oh, I'll probably do this. I'm like, nah, because you know what? When you get in front of them, it's a different ball game. Because you see me talking, then you're going to be like, your restraint comes in, you're like, dude, what is your malfunction? How long you been doing this, man? How many babies have you hurt? Blase, blase, blase. I was wanted, like, you'll be surprised what would come out your mouth. If you got that power of restraint, yes, you could do it. You know, I won't take anybody and anybody. I just don't do it for legal
I got
terms.
you.
'Cause I'm not gonna pay for somebody's anger. For that, I could do it myself. I can get myself in trouble. I don't need your assistance. You know, we appreciate your passion, but no, I don't want to go to jail. We try to get them in jail. What good am I
Right.
in jail?
Mhm.
Seriously, what good am
Mhm.
I gonna be in jail? I can't
That's
expose.
right.
I can expose people in jail, but I don't got no camera.
Yeah, I don't think you want to do that because everybody knows already what goes on in there. So I don't think you're not going to expose much. We
Yeah,
already know
exactly,
what goes on
exactly.
in
But
there.
Derek, you just saved a lot of kids' lives today, Derek. I'm just letting you know. You you
I
you
appreciate
helped
that.
a lot of men because there's a lot of men probably watching this right now. You know, because there's a lot of wives are married and their man, you know, hey babe, look at this, and they probably hating that secret inside, and all of a sudden, babe, boom, they're dropping bombs. You know, so we commend you, Derek. Thank you for sharing your story, and I think you should come again and share that story again with Anna's viewers or any other platform you come across, or spread the word. The individuals, the youth, you know, let them know. Hey, look, these are the signs. Please don't be a victim the way I was. You could help the youth now because now you ready to talk about it, and it takes a lot. And I think you should share your experience with the youth and help save their lives as well. You'd be surprised what you learn. Who would come forward, Derek? So again, a lot of people reach me on Instagram and say thank you. I was a victim, and it took years, and you'd be surprised, you know,
Yeah.
how many lives you just
Awesome.
saved us now, Derek. So we appreciate you. You
Amen.
know.
FM, you know, I'm going to ask you, drop
Mhm.
everybody your contact information.
Right.
And Derek, I want to extend my hand to
I
something.
think
And I'll
you
leave
don't mind.
it.
I think Blondie's in there.
But
She could just post it up. You know, she could write it up in there. But if you want to follow me
certainly.
on YouTube, you can follow me on New York Creep Spotlight. On Facebook, you can contact me at Creep Spotlight. On Instagram, Creeps_Spotlight. If you don't catch any like videos that was taken down, you could probably find them on other platforms again. Wink, wink. Um, Again, I appreciate you, Anna. Thanks again for having me. Again, I think Blondie will post up whatever she wants to post up in your chat because she's very informative. We appreciate her. She has a lot
Yes.
of links for help for survivors, Derek. If you want interested in, she can help you out with that. There's a lot of again, she's very informative, very, very informative. Thank you again, Blondie. And a shout out to Emmy. We love you. You know I love you, girl. She puts it in. And then again, I gotta go. And guess who I might be turning into today, Anna? Who's your favorite catch?
Who?
Who is your favorite catch?
Mikey.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll get an update on Mikey.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna see if we could, you know, we could still do it. If we could still do it, I mean, hey, another one down, man. I'm just game. I'm just saying, Mikey's day should be coming, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Derek, you
I'm
don't know
gonna
who
show you
Mikey is,
Mikey.
Derek? Mikey is a DHS worker. They are also cops, you know, but a different branch of the department. He was busted trying to meet a 14-year-old little girl, and that is Anna's favorite video.
It is, it is. I'm gonna find it for you, or if you can, FM, send me a copy, or even you, Blondie, send me a copy of it, and I will gladly show it and share with Derek. Derek, before we go, I'd like to extend my hand to you for something. And I'm please asking anybody and everybody who watches this, watch, share. Watch, share. And you don't even have to comment. Okay, this isn't, I don't care about the ratings. I don't care about the ratings. They're going to come anyways. Okay, watch and share. You might save somebody. Let me tell you guys, when things like that happen, and I don't tell people's business, many of them get suicidal. It's not a joke.
Sure.
Watch, please share. Please. I don't care about the ratings. I don't care. but I care about helping others. And I get goosebumps when I talk about that because it's really passionately inside of me. That's all I care about. But I wanted to extend my hand to you that, and I'll do it through my platform and of course, free of charge. Okay, I'm not going to charge you. First of all, we're partners. You're my friend. I'm not going to charge you, but maybe we can get a group of survivors and maybe you could talk about it. Let's talk about it. That could be the name of the show. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about it. And guys, share this. Always reach out to FM if you need to reach out to me. He knows how to reach out to me. If you need to reach out to Derek, reach out to me. Or Derek, you can give him your contact info if you like. What were you saying, FM?
I want to say something to anybody that's watching this. If you encounter your child or your niece, nephew, anybody you can, you watching, and you see funny activity on their devices, please, I am not a cop. I would love to help you because a lot of people reach out. What should I do? I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. You go straight down to the precinct with the evidence. You show them, or you call your district attorney. You complain. You call. There's a lot of numbers you could use. Again, parents are going to be parents. Some are different from others. Some are going to take it upon themselves and do what they do. But I encourage you, don't go to jail for them. Handle it properly. Again, I am not law enforcement. I do not work with law enforcement. I could guide you in the right way. There's agencies you reach out to as soon as that happens. Do not touch it. Just go to your local precinct or just call somebody. I mean, ICAC, NICNIC, or district attorney, somebody. Just call somebody local. I encourage that a lot. I would love to just go and catch everybody like that, but I think that right there, when you're reaching out to a kid, that's a different charge. With me, they're not going to get that charge. If I confront them, and no, we want these individuals charged the right way. Again, with me, it'll be attempted. The charges are attempt. With a kid, a real kid, charges are different. It depends on what state county you in. Please, I encourage it. I love the fact that you reach out to me and FM. What should I do? Can you go catch this creep? No, please. I'm not law enforcement. I encourage you report it properly, or if not, you're a parent. You think about it. You do whatever you do, but I encourage the right way. I'm not going to encourage you to go to jail. I don't. Again, this is not a perfect world. I'm not encouraging anything. I'm just saying, only the perfect world, we could take things into, consideration, should I say. Yeah, I have to say that. I got to keep saying that because a lot of people do contact me with that, and I just had to make that nice and clear. My platform and your platform too. And I know people will hit you up too, and FM could do this for me, and it's gonna be like, you know how it is.
Yeah,
Anna.
no. Yeah, I actually contacted FM myself one time because I had Desiree unfortunately was a little bit older, but I had a guy who was an adult trying her. And it was disgusting because she looks even younger in her pictures than she does in person. And it's like, seriously? And the stuff on the text was just disgusting. But I had that mother instinct. I didn't do what FM is asking you guys to do, and I went off. I drilled him a new one, and I regret that because I should have, because maybe it would have stopped it from happening to the next child. Okay, so, and know that if there's laws across the nation, federal laws, that if you send indecent things, right? So if you take a picture, you take a video, and you send it to a child, it is, what is actual, I know it's pornography, some type of cyber porn or something.
Explicit, indecent, serious to a minor, endanger a welfare of a minor. And remember, If it's a real child in play, it's way different for me. I'm not gonna get those charges. So if you really want to get these individuals locked up the right way, don't do it the right way. You see something on your kid's phone, like genitals or vagina, and it doesn't matter because I say it. It's men and women doing it. Men and women. It's not only men.
Women are just
It's men
slicker.
and women. There's men and women doing this.
Mhm.
Report it. Don't erase it off your phone. Do not do anything to that conversation. You'll take it to the precinct. Take whatever device, tablet, computer, whatever. You call them, they'll come to you. It doesn't matter. They'll come to you and they'll do whatever they have to do. They'll probably take over the conversation or they'll just do whatever they have to do to get that individual because these individuals got to be stopped. So I encourage you, don't take it upon yourself. I mean, I don't want you to go to jail. Only in a perfect world, you could do that. But again, they're not worth it. They're not worth it. Your family needs you outside, not in the inside. That individual needs to be on the inside, not you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So again, I'm about to be out of here, and I gotta go to the precinct. I'm gonna just say this: so parents, be a parent, not a friend. Check your kids' devices. Leave your partner's devices alone. If you can't be with your partner, you gotta go to their phone. While you going through his phone or her phone, your kid's in the next room doing some wickedness, or somebody's trying to do something wickedness to your kid. It takes two to tango. Remember, Anna? There's kids out there looking for love in the wrong places. It's not also these weirdos and creation monsters. It's the teenagers, the youth themselves looking for love too. So be a parent. Forget your partner's phone. Go to your kid's phone. They need you more than your partner. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Honestly, it's the truth. We see it every day. I'm going through your phone, but meanwhile, little Jane or little Mikey's in the room getting attacked by creeps. Or Jane or Justin is looking for love in the wrong place. That's gonna mess up their life forever, Again, parents, don't be fools. Don't be pansies neither, Take away their shit. It's yours. It's your device. You paid for it. It's yours. It's yours. And today they can pay for that bill. It's yours. Don't be scared. They do not cry blood. Again, guys, I'm out. Derek, God bless you. Stay safe. Anna, we'll talk. Salute. Later.
And
We out of here. What happened, Anna? Before I go, what happened?
a huge hug to you and to the girls. I sincerely love each of you. I'm looking forward, and I like I said, I have some events throughout the year up north, and I do plan on checking to see if you can come by too as well and be a guest speaker. I think it's very important what you guys do, at least if
I
it's,
know. We was talking
with your
about
face
that.
covered.
We was talking about that yesterday.
Yeah.
I think it was. And yeah, they're on board with it. Blondie
Okay.
and Emmy's on board with it. So it's a
Sounds
lot
good.
of planning. It's a lot of planning, Anna. I try to work. I do want to do catching full time. I really do. But at the same time, I do this for free. I don't ask nobody for anything. Anna knows that for the longest.
Mhm.
But if people do contribute to our cause, we appreciate it humbly. Like, thank you. But we don't look for nobody's hard-earned cash. It's all in the free will.
So,
You don't go asking.
but if they did want to donate, where can they donate?
You could cash at me. I don't have no PayPal, but you could cash at me at $FM6969, or you could just become a member on the channel. It's one charge a month. Because there's a lot of people that always go on my team and continuously contribute. And I'm like, whoa. Be the cheaper route. Once a month, you're going to keep doing that. But any way you want to do it. But my thing is, you want to do something, just share our content. Share the videos. Put these creeps on blast. That's cost 0 cents. Honestly, that's what we always say. And this is day one. It costs 0 cents to share. Sharing and sharing, right?
I'm real big on that too. That's right.
Yeah, I'm
Sharing,
real big on
because
it.
especially the certain topics. Yep.
There's a lot of
2000% right.
individuals that do what I do, and their heart is not in the right places.
Absolutely.
That's all I can say. I don't put nobody, but you can see it for yourself.
About clout.
You can just determine for yourself who you want to help or, you know,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Discernment. It's called discernment. Yeah. Well, a huge hug to all of you. I love you guys very much. This has been an unforgettable lunchtime with Anna. Every time that FM comes on, it's really a touching show one way or another, whether it's a predator he caught, whatever the case may be. But this one in particular goes on the shelf probably at the top #1 show for me, only because so much was revealed, and it was not planned at all, guys. With that being said, Derek, if you'd like to, I'll see you, FM. Thank you again for stopping by. I appreciate you and I appreciate your time. We went over, but all in love. Love you much. Derek, if you would like to leave anybody contact information, if they might need to speak with you, that would be great. And then I'll give my final thoughts.
I'd like to say it was a pleasure talking to you, Mr. FM, and shouts out to Blondie for all the encouraging words that you posted. Really appreciate that. Kind of touched me. As for my crane school, if anyone's interested, our phone number is 813-759-3871. We do travel mobile. Our webpage is Crane Elite prepschool.com, and our webpage is Crane Elite Prep School. So if you're interested in becoming crane operators, and trust me, women are better crane operators than men. I ain't gonna lie.
You're #1.
And I put them in the seats, and they're doing a pretty good living off of it. So just give us a shout.
Absolutely. So next week, we'll be back here with another lunchtime with Anna. Next week, we're bringing in artist Wes Young. But it appears that I just got another call for an emergency person with a civil rights case. It's a federal civil rights case who their family, it actually deals with cyber stuff then. So I will be back on next Wednesday with the live broadcast on that. If there's a change of plans, I will let you guys know before then. Make sure you guys reach out to Derek, especially if you guys need that crane school training. And, you know, we're working out some things to where maybe you can get financial aid and other things. So all of these things will be worked out where hopefully we can help you guys get the best that you can. And I want to really stand out to people who have a criminal background. This is a perfect field to go into. I don't discriminate against anybody. Again, I'm a human rights activist. So I'm here for all of you guys. It actually works hand in hand with what I actually do as I'm CEO and founder. And of course, Derek, if you're always willing to, man, you can jump in on the organization, because I do need some men in there. I don't know, they're intimidated to come into my organization. I don't know why. And Nathaniel's laughing. So with that being said, I love each and every one of you guys. God bless each and every one of you guys. We will see you guys again next Wednesday. And maybe, I don't know, you might see this one. Right, Bonnie? God bless y'all. Peace. And we are out.